All right. So please make sure your microphones are muted and raise your hand if you can hear me. Great. Just want to make sure. So today we're going to be just using our practice as a way to focus on the idea of being grounded, being centered. We know we are always working with the effects of gravity. And did you realize that the word yoga means to take a seat? So initially, all of the yoga postures that were in existence, this is thousands of years ago, were seated postures, and they were there to ground us and prepare us for meditation. So just when you do your practice today, think about how you're grounding, even if you're seated. Feel your feet on the floor, feel yourself settling into whatever position you're in. So without further ado, let's begin our practice. Oh, and do make sure that you have a yoga tie available because we'll be using it as part of our practice today. So finding a comfortable way to sit, letting your feet be grounded on the floor. You can actually pick them up and place them down a few times just to feel the weight and the pressure of gravity on the tops of your feet, allowing your shoulders to roll, rolling in the other direction, feeling your sit bones on the chair, raising your shoulders up towards your ears, making fists with your hands, tightening the muscles of your arms, and really press your feet into the floor. Hold that tension and then let it go with a sigh and relax. Allowing your eyes to close as you begin to focus on your breath. As you get comfortable in your seat, perhaps noticing what is it, if anything, that is pulling you off center this morning, whether it's the body, your thoughts, or even your emotions. Allowing yourself to be fully present in your body and in your breath. All that's important is this moment and this practice. And then allowing your breath to deepen so that it moves down deeply into the belly. The belly inflates like a balloon as you breathe in. And the breath moves up, filling your chest all the way to your shoulders. And exhaling from the top down, shoulders, chest, and belly. Each time you breathe out, letting the out breath go through the soles of your feet, connecting you even more deeply with the earth. See if you can extend the inhale and the exhale so that it lasts just a little bit longer. Slowing down. Let's take 3 more complete breaths. And then at the end of that third exhale, gently set that technique aside so your natural breath can come back. And notice how you feel. And to close our centering and begin the rest of our practice, let's join our palms together in front of our hearts and chant the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Om. Om Shanti, peace. May we all know peace in every moment. So as you inhale, allow your arms to sweep up. Press your palms together overhead, and then exhale, drawing your pressed palms back to your heart. Good. Inhaling, arms sweep up, palms together. Exhale to heart center. And again, breathing in and letting the breath go. Couple more times. Exhaling to the heart. Last time. So now let's reverse the direction. As you inhale, the palms lift up. And as you exhale, the arms sweep around till they come to rest at the heart. Breathing in, arms lift. Exhale as they sweep around. Make the movement as fluid and as easy as you can. Exhale. Couple more times here. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, sweep. Last time. Breathing in, lifting those fingers and arms. Exhale, arms sweep around and rest at the heart. Good. So let's reach up with both arms, coming into seated mountain. So even though the fingertips are lifted and there's a lot of energy going up and out through your arms and hands, press into your feet so you feel grounded and stable. Good. Let's lower the right hand now and begin to sweep the left from side to side. The exhale sweeps the arm across, and the inhale brings it down. Try to keep both sit bones squarely on the chair, even though you're reaching across. Sweeping across and bringing it down. So this time, as the arm sweeps across, we'll pause, reach a little further. Notice your sit bones, notice your feet. Breathing into the whole body as you reach, stretch. Good. Inhale, that arm reaches up and we bend at the elbow, cradling the elbow with the opposite palm, sitting up tall. Breathing deeply, belly, chest, and shoulders. So leaving your arms in the position that they're in, let's gently turn to the right. Breathe it back to center and exhale to the other side. Breathe it back to center, once more from side to side. Breath is steady and very prominent. Good. So breathing in, let's release the arms and pause for just a breath between sides. Good. Breathing the arms up once again as you come into seated mountain. Getting ready to do those movements on the opposite side. Again, reach up, lots of energy going up and out, lots of energy going down into the earth. The whole body engaged in breath. So let's lower the left arm now and begin to sweep the right from side to side. Exhale, sweeping across. Take your time. There's no rush, no hurry. This is your practice. And the next time that arm sweeps across, we'll pause, reach a little further. Feel yourself centered, grounded in your chair. Nice side stretch. So we'll bend that elbow now and cradle it with the left palm. Draw the elbows back, draw the shoulders back. Think about opening the front of your body. And let's do the little twist here. So we're going to turn and look to the right. Bring it back to center and to the left. So you probably won't go very far with this twist because of the position of your arms. And that's fine. It should be comfortable. It should be accessible. Let's just do one more time to the right. And then bring it back and over to the left. Release your arms, allow them to float down, and take a breath. Good. So we're going to do a stretch for the hamstrings. We're going to do it using our yoga ties, so make sure you have one handy. The hamstrings are those big muscles in the back of the legs, and they get very, very tight. So we're going to do basically a resistance stretch. So let's hook the tie underneath the sole of our right foot and bring that leg up. Make sure your left foot is squarely on the floor and that your shoulders are relaxed. Good. So bringing the foot up as high as it will go. Now begin to resist with the tie, but attempt to be pulling the foot down towards the floor. So you're engaging those muscles. Good. Resist. And then relax the resistance and see if you can pull the foot up a little bit higher. Good. Let's resist again. Attempt to pull the foot down against the resistance of the tie. Good. Relax that. See if you can bring the foot up even a little bit higher. We're resetting the muscle tension here. And again, resist, 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 shoulders relaxed. And then bring it up maybe a little bit more. Great. And release your tie. Let's bend that knee now and hug it in close to the chest. I'm going to do some circles with my ankle here. Good. Circle the other way. Just go back and forth. Nice, easy circles. Wonderful. So let's take a hold of the foot with the hand and the knee with the other hand. And just draw that foot up as far as it will go and rock. So we're waking up the hip, opening up the hip joint, waking up those muscles, just gently rocking, making sure your left foot is flat on the floor as you do this. So from here, we're going to move into the figure 4 stretch, crossing wherever is accessible to you at the ankles, at the knees, or placing the foot up on top of the thigh. Okay, again, making sure that that foot that's on the floor is flat on the floor and directly under your knee. Let's press down on the knee, pull up on the foot, feel that good stretch. Adding a little more by leaning forward if you like. Always remembering that options are just that. Only do what's comfortable and accessible. As you're holding the stretch and breathing, maybe you can go a little bit deeper. And we'll release now on an inhale. Coming up and uncrossing whatever's crossed. Pause for a couple of breaths and we'll go to the other side. So I'm going to hook my tie underneath the sole of my left foot and lift the foot up. So maybe it only comes up a little, or maybe it comes up quite a bit. Make sure you're not leaning back in your chair, shoulders relaxed. So putting some tension on the tie, attempt to resist and pull the foot towards the floor till you feel those muscles in the back wake up. Good. Resist, resist, resist. And then relax that. See if you can draw the foot a little higher and create some more resistance, attempting to pull the foot down. Good. Relax that. Bring the foot up a little bit higher. Create some resistance. Good. And then relax. And one more time, lift that foot up. And then let it go. Good. So let's come into the knee press on this side. So that left knee comes up and we'll circle the ankle. One way and the other. Just noticing how the ankle and those little bones in your feet are feeling today. So let's begin to rock the hip. I'm going to hold on to the foot and the knee and just gently rock from side to side. All of these repetitive movements that we do are very good for getting the synovial fluid moving in the joint spaces, those natural shock absorbers that help us with mobility and flexibility. Moving into the figure 4 stretch now on this side. So choosing the position that works for you. I'm going to place my ankle up on top of my right thigh, gently press down on the knee, up on the foot. Breathe. Getting just the right level of sensation, leaning forward. Head is always relaxed. Breath is steady. Leaning a little forward as you're holding the stretch. Let's take 2 more breaths here, please. And then on an inhale, releasing, coming up, uncrossing, and we'll pause. So we're going to do a warrior pose, which is a very good, very grounding pose. We're going to do it both seated and standing. So we'll begin with the seated version. Turn and face the left front corner of your chair. Hands at the hips to begin. Spine nice and straight, feet flat on the floor. Draw in your breath, and then on the exhale, send that right foot back. Press back through your heel, press into the sole of your left foot, and relax. Press that right heel back, and then relax. Once more, pressing the heel down and holding that press. Let's add the arms, if you like, out to the side, overhead, whatever works. Nice deep breaths. Don't let the lifting of your arms unground your feet. Good. And let's move into warrior 2 from here. So the feet stay where they are. Just sweep the left arm in front and the right arm back. So you may want to look behind you and see if that right arm is at the same height as the forward arm. Turn and look to the left and breathe. Nice, strong breath here. Wonderful. One more breath in. And then on an exhale, lower the arms. So let's keep the feet wide apart and just turn and face the front. So you're going to square your seat so you're right in the center of your chair, and we'll move into seated triangle. Reach up with your right arm. Begin to arch to the side. Left hand can come to the inside of the leg. Nice strong reach, nice grounded feet. Nice steady breath. Good. Inhale, arm lifts up, lowers down. Let's bring the feet together in front just for a pause before we go to the other side. Good. I think there's somebody waiting to come in. So if you would let them in, Christina, that would be great. All right, we'll go to the other side. So I'm going to turn and face the right front corner of my chair, hands to the hips to begin. Good. Nice deep breath in, and then exhale. We're going to send the left foot back. So notice how that left hip wants to roll towards the floor. Good. Press back through the foot and ground through the sole of your right foot. Good. Relax that. Press the heel down. Press into the sole of your right foot and relax. And once more, press back. Hold that press. And add the arms if you like. The hands can always stay at the hips if it doesn't feel right to engage your arms for whatever reason. Nice, steady breath. Great. Let's transition into warrior two. So this time, the right arm comes to the front. The left arm sweeps up behind you. Pull the hands in opposite directions. Good. Hold that tension as you breathe in. Gaze is to the right. Good. One more breath. And then exhale, lower the arms. And let's get ready for triangle on this side. So rotating around so the feet are still wide, but you're facing the front. Let's lift up the right arm, stretch it up, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good. Right arm comes to the inside of the leg. And we reach to the side. Feel your feet on the floor, even though you're reaching a lot of energy with the arms. Top shoulder moves back, front of the body is open. Good. Inhale, energy in the arms, sweep it down, and walk your feet together. Good. So let's just come up to standing. And take a minute to just look at your feet. I always like to do my practice barefoot so I can really notice my feet. I can really get a lot of sensory feedback from the feet. I'm just going to rock forward and back. You can be holding on to the chair while you do this if you like. I'm just going to rock forward and back. and side to side. And circling on the feet. So I'm trying to bring my weight to the outside edges of the feet as I circle around. Good, let's go the other way. Good. Wonderful. And then just playing around with balance a little bit, just shifting your weight from one foot to the other foot. Again, if you don't need the chair for support, you can just practice lifting and lowering one foot at a time. Just think about it. You do this all day long because you're walking. But when we think about balance pose, we get a little bit scared. So I'm going to separate my feet a little bit wider here and begin to swing my arms. So you'll notice as I'm doing this, the heel on the opposite side lifts up off the floor. So just feeling where it is you're grounded, where it is you are free from gravity, and just let the breath go. You can let it go with a sigh, ha, as you go from side to side, ha, 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 ha. Good. A couple more times here. This feels good. Arms are very relaxed. And then gradually bring it to stillness. Wonderful. So let's come to the left side of our chair. And we'll start to work on warrior. We're going to be stepping back into warrior. So begin by shifting your weight to the leg closest to the chair, which is your right leg. And then begin to lift the left foot up. Just a little bit at a time. Good. And we're going to be stepping back into warrior. So taking in a breath, send that left foot back. Good. Square your hips and sink down. A little bit of bend in that forward knee. Good. You can add the arms, one or both. Good. Flatten your feet. Send the exhale down through the soles of your feet. Feel grounded. Feel very stable. Find that breath. Let's move into warrior two. So left arm comes behind you, right arm comes forward. Lots of energy going out through the fingers. Oh, I don't have quite enough room behind me. Sink down. Good. Breathe. Good. One more breath. And then exhale, lower the hands. Step that left foot forward and separate it from the right foot. So we're going to get ready for triangle pose and reverse triangle on this side. So let's turn the toes of the right foot so they're facing the chair. Left foot turns in ever so slightly. Good. Lifting up that left arm, reach it up. Feel a nice side stretch before you begin to bend towards the chair. I'm going to release my right hand because I don't need it for balance. Good. Breathe in, bring that arm up. Drop it down behind your leg and reach up with the opposite arm. Nice counter stretch. Good. Lower the arm. Now turn both feet and your hips so they're facing the chair. We're going to move into runner stretch and then reverse triangle. So making sure your knees are still a little bit soft, hinging right at the hip, placing the hands wherever is comfortable on the chair. You can, of course, release the chair, bringing in a little balance work here. And breathe. Good. Come on up now. We're going to get ready for reverse warrior. So you're going to take your left hand, bring it to the chair. Right arm's going to sweep up and back, and you'll be looking towards the back of the chair. Be gentle with your neck. Good. One more breath. And then exhale. Bring it down. So we're going to do another version of warrior, and I invite you to try it. But if it doesn't work for you, you can either repeat the first standing version or do the seated version. So I'm going to place my right foot up on top of the chair. I can be holding on to the chair with one hand. My supporting leg is soft. I'm going to lean slightly forward. Good. Add one arm or add both arms. So this creates a deeper lunge with the foot on the chair. Good. Let's lower the hands, release the foot from the chair, and take a breath. Ready to go to the other side? Here we go. So my weight comes to my left leg and I begin to release the right foot, getting ready for warrior one. Okay, just flattening out your toes. Don't let the toes grip the floor. You want to keep them nice and flat. Good. Breathe in. Let's step back with that right foot and sink down. Hips are facing forward. Good. Adding your arm or arms, whichever feels best. Ground through the breath. Send that exhale down through the soles of your feet. Good. One more breath and we'll transition to warrior two. Left arm comes front, right arm goes back. A little bit of a deeper bend in that forward knee. Nice breath. Very prominent breath. You want to be aware of each breath coming in and each breath going out. Good. Let's release that. I'm going to take that right foot now, step it forward, and set it up for triangle. Left foot faces the chair, right foot turns in slightly. Reach up with that right arm and arching to the side. I'm going to release the chair with my left hand so I can get a little bit of a deeper stretch and a little bit of balance work here. Steady breath, steady gaze. Good. Breathing in, reach up and back with that arm. Come into your counter stretch. And bring it down. Straight-legged runner stretch. Here we go. So feet are still separated, but both toes and feet are facing the chair. Hips are facing the chair as well. Let's hinge at the hip crease and come into whatever depth of stretch. You know, even if you're just coming a little distance, that's absolutely fine. You're going to feel this in your hamstrings. I'm going to release the chair. I invite you to try whatever you're comfortable with. Good. And inhale coming up. Oh, that feels so good. Ready for reverse triangle? Here we go. So it's my right hand that's going to come to the chair. And again, just feel free to stop at any point that feels comfortable for you. I'm going to lift my left arm up, relax the neck. Nice, steady breath. Good. One more breath here. And then exhale. Release that. So let's try that other version of warrior on this side. So holding on with your chair to begin is always a good idea. You can always let it go if you feel safe. So I'm going to take my left foot and put it on the chair. So that there's generally a rule of thumb when it comes to knee bends to keep the knee safe. It's always suggested that you never let the knee come forward of the ankle. And we do that because it puts too much strain on the knee joint if that happens. So you always want to be able to see your foot, but you can lean forward slightly, square your hips to the chair. And if you feel secure, you can add one or both arms. So where is your grounding in this position? In the feet, in the breath, in the gaze. Wonderful. Good. Inhale, exhale, lower the hands. Let's release the foot to the floor and come into a downward facing dog. So your choices are to stand at the back of the chair and walk your feet away, or hands to the seat of the chair and walk the feet away. Whatever will give you the best stretch today. I'm going to pedal my feet. So I'm bending one knee, straightening the other. Just giving those hamstrings a little extra stretch. Good, and then breathing. Let it go with a sigh. Once more, deep breath in. Exhale, let it go with a sigh. And we'll release that, walking back towards the chair and taking a seat. Nicely done, everybody. So we're going to finish up with our 6 movements of the spine. I know we usually do those in the beginning, but it's interesting to switch the sequencing up a little bit and to notice how your body responds. So we normally do this as a warm up, but since we've already been practicing for quite a few moments, you might notice more flexibility in these movements. Good. So we'll begin with the dog and the cat. Inhaling, the chest comes forward, the shoulders go back, head looks up. Exhale, tuck your chin, roll off your sit bones, let the breath go. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, let go of every bit of breath. Breathing in, nice fluid movement in your spine. It's helpful to visualize the bones in your spine as beads on a string of, like a string of pearls, and see if you can move each bead independently. Nice fluid movement. Let's do that once more. Inhale, chest moves forward. Exhale, let the breath go completely. Coming back to a neutral spine, let's move into our twist, starting with the right arm. Nice long stretch. Reach it out, reach it out. Good. Palm comes to your left knee, left hand to the side of your chair. And we breathe in and lengthen. Exhale and rotate. Feel your feet. Feel your sit bones on the chair. One more breath. Great. Breathing in, guide it back. And let's go to the other side. Left arm stretches out. Great. Bring that palm to your right knee, right hand to the chair. Long spine on the inhale. Gentle twist on the exhale. One more breath in and out. Guide yourself back around. So let's do the other version of the twist as well. So both feet moving to the left side. Remember, when you reach around to the back, hold on low down on the back of the chair. So that will help the shoulders stay down. Breathe in and begin to twist. Ground through your feet. Feel the twist moving up, lower back, middle back, all the way up to between the shoulder blades. Lovely. In breath in and around we come to the other side. So both feet now to the right. Always want to begin with a nice straight spine. Good. Round through the feet. On an exhale, taking hold of the back of your chair. Following the breath, staying present. Good. One more breath, please. And then work your way back to the front. And let's prepare for thread the needle. We'll begin with the right side. So the right arm stretches out, sliding it along your left thigh. Again, whatever level is comfortable for you. So it might be as simple as just sliding the arm through. Always adding a little bit at a time as your body feels ready. And I think I'll add that arm sweep with my left arm out to the side or overhead. Nice deep rotation. So the next time you inhale, let that be the signal to release. Take a breath. And we'll do the other side. So the left arm stretches, slides along, thread going into the eye of the needle. Moving into the stretch at whatever level feels comfortable for you. Remembering to keep your head and neck relaxed and soft. No strain. Once more, breathing in and allow the exhale to bring you back. Nice practice, everybody. Well, let's just close our eyes and do our little self-check. Checking in with the body, going through each part from the feet all the way through the legs, hips, the core, the shoulders and arms and neck. Noticing whatever sensations are present, and particularly noticing those areas that might feel more open, spacious, and relaxed than they did before we started. Noticing too if there's more room for breath. Keeping your thoughts entirely in the present moment. Let's just take a few more moments to breathe. Feeling your feet on the floor. Good, and then letting your breath just find a natural, easy rhythm. Good, take a moment to do any final movements, stretches that your body would like to do to feel complete in its practice. Feel free to make noise too, sighing, yawning. Hands to heart. And honoring yourself for taking the time to share the practice with me. Let's close our time together with an Om. Deep breath. Om. Om. Shanti. Peace. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be free from fear. And may all beings everywhere know peace. Namaste.